Welcome to our channel. Let's discuss the God within you that you might not have known for your lifetime. You were born with divine potential. From the moment you took your first breath, you carried within you the spark of the infinite, a spark that connects you to something far greater than this limited human experience. But from birth, something happened. Powerful systems, education, media, religion quietly programmed you to forget who you really are. Not with chains or force, but with subtle control. They taught you unquestioned rules, implanted beliefs, and handed you manufactured dreams designed to keep you small, obedient, and disconnected from your true self. You learned to follow scripts, to live according to others' expectations. This programming wasn't born of malice. Often, those who raised you were caught in the same spell. But now that you see the truth, the responsibility shifts. It's yours to break free from this conditioning and awaken the divine inside you.
Deep inside you, there's an inner whisper. It tells you, this isn't all there is. There's more. This whisper isn't fantasy or delusion. It's a memory, a truth encoded in your very DNA. Ancient civilizations understood this divine nature. The Egyptians called it Neter. The Vedic sages called it Atman. These were not distant gods, but the essence of divinity within each human being. As this knowledge was forgotten or distorted, the systems of control thrived. Because if people truly remembered their godlike nature, the control structures, education, media, religion, would crumble. You were made to believe you are small, powerless, and unaware. But awakening begins with reclaiming your divine identity. You are not just a body with a soul. You are the soul, the awareness that animates the body.
Awakening isn't easy. It's a spiritual war. A key battleground is your pineal gland, the so-called third eye. Ancient cultures revered it as the bridge between the physical and spiritual worlds. Today, modern society assaults your pineal gland with toxins, fluoride, glyphosate, heavy metals that calcify and dull this vital organ. This isn't accidental. It's part of a quiet war to suppress spiritual perception and keep you compliant. When your pineal gland is blocked, you lose clarity, intuition, and connection to your higher self. You stop questioning, stop sensing that there's more. But even beneath this fog, your inner whisper remains. It's your invitation to awaken and reclaim your birthright.
You were born pure awareness, but over time, society layered you with identities. Name, gender, job, nationality, religion. These masks became yourself, and the system depends on you identifying with these masks because they keep you fragmented and controlled. Much of what you think of as your personality is actually learned behavior, performance for acceptance and survival. You forgot your true self because you were rewarded for hiding it. True awakening begins not by asking, "Who am I?" but "What am I?" The answer is the awareness behind the mask. Pure, unlimited consciousness.
Spiritual awakening doesn't start in the mind. It starts in the body. Your body is your temple and instrument for awakening, but modern life assaults it with toxins, processed foods, and artificial light, disconnecting you from your divine essence. Healing your body is rebellion. When you treat your body as sacred, it begins to heal and align. Your intuition sharpens, your clarity deepens, and your spirit awakens. Breath is the ultimate key. Breath is life force, spirit, and transformation. Ancient traditions built entire spiritual systems around intentional breathing, not just for relaxation, but as a path to awakening. Conscious breathwork clears energetic blockages, awakens dormant power, and reconnects you to your divine intelligence. This process may bring up buried emotions, but that's part of healing and liberation.
The world keeps you in a trance through routine, repetition, and distraction. School bells, holiday rituals, social media, and hustle culture are all designed to keep you reacting instead of reflecting. You live in an autopilot, caught in a loop of seeking approval, performing, and chasing illusions of meaning. Even language plays a role. Phrases like, "That's just how it is," act like invisible chains, reinforcing limitations. Corporate culture glorifies burnout and busyness, further disconnecting you from presence and inner truth.
The real revolution is not rebellion or escape. It's awareness. When you stop performing for validation and start living from presence, you reclaim your power. The system thrives on your forgetfulness, distraction, and fear. But once you become aware and stop feeding fear, the illusion begins to dissolve. You were never truly chained. You were just convinced you were someone you're not. You are infinite awareness having a human experience, not the roles or stories you've been told.
When you remember who you really are, fear, doubt, and past wounds lose their power over you. You become lucid in the dream of life, not to escape, but to awaken within it. You no longer perform for approval or shrink for safety. Instead, you live as truth embodied, choosing food, words, and relationships that honor your clarity and sacred energy. You stop waiting for rescue because you are the rescue. Freedom is not something to gain, but something to uncover by releasing what you are not. Your presence will speak without words. Some will be drawn to your light, others will be threatened by it. But you're not here to convince anyone. You're here to be.
You were never meant to be small, quiet, or obedient. You were meant to be wild, radiant, infinite, a walking expression of Source itself. This is not a metaphor. It's your truth. No system, label, or conditioning can change that. The divine within you has always been waiting. And now you've remembered.